itself.
All those flags. And talking of flags, I've been given a tape and it's got the flag of a country on it. I've no idea what that is. We've been told to go and find some sort of exhibition or stand relating to this flag. So let's go in. This is all very odd, though, because we've all been told to take malaria tablets, which we've been doing over the last week. So definitely something very mysterious and unusual is afoot. You've taken yours, Dave?
Oh, yes.
Now, so this is the main exhibition hall. Can you see any flags? Hello. You don't know what flag this relates to, do you?
I'm afraid I don't, no.
I'm not big on flags.
No, but you know.
So if we start our way round, we'll pick it up. This is the Seychelles. Oh, it'd be nice if it was the Seychelles. Definitely the Seychelles. Uganda. What I don't see is where the flags are marked. Can you see? Oh, look, yes, here. So, like, that's the Kenyan one, I presume. Malawi. I don't think a lot of them have got flags. Oh. Oh, do you think that's... Malawi? I don't even know where Malawi is. Do you think this could be what I do? Every week, thousands of refugees from Mozambique arrive here at Luwani camp in Malawi. They're escaping the effects of a long and bloody civil war, which has now been compounded by the worst drought in southern Africa for 50 years. Disease is common, and measles, malaria, cholera and diarrhoea combine with hunger to become killers. Medical facilities are virtually non-existent. The nearest hospital is 30 miles away. Water is scarce and many more wells are needed. A centre has been built to provide medical care for up to 100,000 people, but it's lying empty and it urgently needs equipping. Pereira Sande, his wife, his 4 children and 45,000 other refugees at the Luwani camp need proper medical care. Equip their new medical building, provide it with electricity, drill a new borehole for fresh water in time for the first patients to be admitted on Tuesday afternoon. P.S. You have a freight plane that leaves at 11 o'clock on Friday evening, but it's empty. Fill it with 27 tons of relief aid. I don't believe this. Oh, look, there's a map here. Here we go. Where's Malawi? There we go. Can you see in the yellow? And Mozambique is just there, and that apparently is where the refugees are escaping from the war and the drought and the famine there, heading for Malawi. So sort of South-East Africa.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Martina Crowley from Christian Aid, and we're the one who's responsible for giving you the challenge. This is our Deputy Director, Jenny Baldwin.
How nice to see you.
Can I give you that?
That is the official relating
official
to
card,
that.
yes.
This is quite a project, to put it mildly.
I think you're going to be very busy.
So, why Malawi at the moment? What's sort of happening?
There are over 1 million refugees in Malawi. They've been coming for the last 5 years, and there are enormous needs. So we thought it would be a good challenge for you.
Right. And the camp, we saw that empty sort of concrete building. What's that? That is the medical centre.
That's the health centre, and we want you to equip that health centre.
Equip that.
Martina's actually got a list.
Got a list.
Here.
I'll give you that.
So this is everything from beds, mattresses...
They need absolutely everything.
Cots,
There's no
cupboards.
electricity, there's nothing.
We want you to install some solar panels, which will provide lighting for the health centre, will provide refrigeration for the vaccines.
We've got this directory of medical equipment.
Right.
To give you somewhere to start.
So completely equipping it as a running hospital, really.
That's right.
But
and
as well as that,
many of their villages are attacked. Quite often they're burnt and they lose everything that they have. And some of them have walked for weeks to get there. And so they
Right.
arrive without any clothes. And so we want to give them a new set of clothes.
Right.
The drought is the worst drought for 50 years. And so water is terribly important.
Yes.
And Christian Aid's really taken a chance that you're actually going to accept this challenge. And we've been to the British government's Overseas Development Administration and asked them to provide a drill. And the drill is now on the way to Malawi.
And the other thing is, you notice you've got a plane that's empty.
Yes.
Again, taking a chance like we did with the drill. We've been in touch with DHL and they've donated this plane. So we've just got to find the things to fill it.
27 tonnes worth of relief aid to put in it.
That's right.
So just to sort of recap, oh gosh, there's an empty building there. We have got to completely kit it up as a hospital. There's a huge bit of machinery on its way out there to drill this borehole, but we need engineers and presumably manpower just to get that up and running. And we also need basic clothes and possessions for these refugees. So if we go to DHL now, where are your offices?
In Waterloo.
In Waterloo.
That's Christian Aid's main office.
Right, so we could perhaps catch up with you there later when we've sort of done a bit
we
of
can talk
scurrying
some more
around.
about Malawi.
Terrific.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Do you want to take your medical directory?
Just having a look at some of this medical equipment. I mean, literally things I can't pronounce even. A resuscitator, a pulsometer, peak flow meter. The works. Suction machine. Men's bicycles, women's bicycles, hot water bottles. This is a bit ominous, Dave. Mosquito net. Adult bed size.
Definitely.
Here we go. Hello! Doug, hi. Nice to see
Hello.
you.
Nice
Listen,
to see you.
thanks so much
That's
for this.
all right.
I hear you have a very large freight plane for us.
We've got a 727 for you, actually. It's
Right.
going to go on Friday night. I've put a map up here so you can see the route.
Oh, great.
It's going to leave East Midlands around about 11 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
And it'll be flying via Athens and Jeddah, where it will refuel.
Right.
A brief stop in Mombasa to change crew, and then down to Mentorn in Malawi.
So presumably on Friday morning, all of us and the engineers we need to take out, we all just get on this plane and off we go.
No, that's a bit of a problem. There are only 2 seats on the freighter. You're going to have to find some other means of getting it there.
So we need to get all the crew and all the
Your
technical
crew will have
people.
to go. Well, there are several airlines that fly down to South Africa. You
Right.
might have to give them a ring. But I'll be travelling on the cargo plane.
So
I'll
you
be
and
down.
one other.
Me and one other.
Dave.
Yes, indeed.
He
Some
gets
poor
volunteered
soul.
for everything. Now, just sort of logistically thinking about it, if we make some kind of appeal sometime today for the public to respond and start collecting the equipment, how on earth are they going to get it to East Midlands Airport?
We've thought about that, and I think the best thing to do is we've got quite a lot of stations scattered around the UK. There's about 30 of them on. You see on that map there, Inverness down to Bristol and Southampton.
So these are like depots?
Lots around London, yeah. If I give you a list of those depots, you're more than welcome to use them as drop-off points for the public. I've also arranged trucks for the delivery at the other end. If there's
Thank you
excess
very
from that,
much.
which we hope there will be, we'll get down there at a later point.
So even if we make some sort of an appeal and everyone goes mad and more
Yeah.
stuff arrives, you will guarantee
We'll
to get it
guarantee
there.
to get it there.
It's the sort of fighting talk I like at the beginning of a challenge. That's great. You'll live to regret those words.
Probably. I think I'm living to regret it already.
Oh, no.
It's only the first
Doug.
day.
Right, so we have our freight plane standing by for Friday. 27 tonnes is a huge amount of equipment. We need to make a massive appeal now. Let's go to the BBC. When we did our challenge in Switzerland, there was a chap at Swiss Air called Heini Roer who sorted us out on flights. Now, I hope he's still working for Swiss Air, probably after the last challenge. If not,
This is Marketing Rover.
is that Heini?
Yes.
Heini, it's Anneka Reis.
Don't tell me it's another challenge.
It is. We're off to Malawi.
We do not fly to Malawi. Your best bet probably would be to Johannesburg and then take Air Malawi to Lilongwe, which is their capital. We could take as far as Johannesburg, yes.
Do you think you could?
Yes.
What days do you fly?
We fly Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays.
It would have to be the Friday one, though, Heini.
Friday.
I mean, we
which
can't.
Friday?
This Friday.
This Friday.
Hi. Can I talk to someone who's in charge of slots on air, the programme planner, someone like that?
Could I have the number for Stuart Dewey? 6065. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.
6th floor, 6065.
What?
6th floor.
Oh, 6th floor.
Yeah, 6065.
Thank you very much. Thing about the television centre, it's built in a circle. Look, there's 6063. And there's 6066. So this could... Ah!
Oh, my God.
No, John.
Oh, no.
This is Jonathan Powell, who's the controller of BBC
hello.
One, who actually commissions
Hello.
Challenge.
Yes.
We have a problem. We're off to Malawi. We need to make an appeal.
Right.
Now Wogan's not on the air. We haven't got our normal cosy slot.
fault.
It's your fault.
Yeah, sorry.
Axed Wogan.
Yeah, go on.
So I just wondered if we could borrow 2 or 3 minutes.
And when does it need to go out?
Today.
Let's go and see Stuart.
6065. This is 6068. This is Stuart. Hello, nice to see you. Sorry about this. Oh, look, here you
Come
are.
on.
You have the screen.
Let's have the schedule.
The schedule? Which schedule do you want?
Tonight.
Tonight schedule?
We need to nick 2 or 3 minutes.
It's Wednesday. Here
What
we are.
have we got?
So there's Eldorado.
Eldorado fighting back for half an hour.
Athletics from Zurich.
We can't move the
9 o'clock news. I think the only thing we could possibly do is to see whether we could squeeze a little bit of time by starting the athletics a little bit late. Maybe
We could do this
a
for
minute
us.
or so late. Minute
What,
or
a
so?
minute? We need more than a minute.
Well,
it's not a lot you can say.
Well, with a
in
little bit
minutes.
of, squeezing here and there.
You
Do you want to see if I can do that?
Could you? Right, then, we've got our slot sorted out. It's 8 o'clock this evening. What we've now got to do is go to the Christian Aid offices in Waterloo and try to work out how, in just 3 minutes, we can get this huge message across. We've actually got to film an appeal. I don't know where,
Oh,
but
right.
we were
Can
wondering
you do
whether...
it here?
Need a bit more room. It's possible to move your desk.
Can you bear to do that? We'll make some sort of area here with this
Okay.
table. This is the sort of thing we'll be asking for, is it? Cotton dresses and...
Yes,
oh, look,
women
sewing
can't wear
kits.
trousers in Malawi, so it has to be dresses
Right.
or skirts.
We use this as the main area with the pictures behind, and then we can walk over here and use this as a sort of demonstration table. I'm sorry if you're expecting the athletics. I promise you they'll be with you in just a couple of minutes, but I've just been set the most formidable challenge, and I really, really need your help.
Keeping line a few metres, standing by.
Right then, it's now 7:30. The tape has been rushed over to Television Centre to be played at 8 o'clock. Right up there at the top of Telecom Tower are a team of telephonists waiting, hopefully, fingers crossed, for the phone to start to ring when the appeal goes out. Right, chaps, this is it. Here we go. Hi! Gosh, this brings back memories of Romania. Hello, everybody! Good to see you all. Goodness me, there's millions of you. God, I don't believe this. Good luck, everyone!
This is BBC One.
I'm sorry if you're expecting the athletics. I promise you they'll be with you in just a couple of minutes, but I've just been set the most formidable challenge by the charity Christian Aid, and I really, really need your help. Now, by now, I'm sure you'll all have seen the desperate pictures of suffering caused by war and drought in Africa, particularly in Somalia. Well, Christian Aid have just brought to our attention an urgent need in another African country, and that's Malawi. And this is where we need your help. There's a plane leaving East Midlands Airport at 11 o'clock on Friday night. It's an empty freight plane, and we need to fill it. We need baby blankets and normal blankets. Clothing, we divide...
Hello, Challenge Anneka. Good evening, Challenge Anneka. Can I help Challenge Anneka? Anneka Challenge, can I help you?
Good evening, Challenge Anneka.
The phones have gone mad. I just can't believe it. Just can't believe it.
Hello, Challenge Anneka.
The lines will be open now.
Good evening, Challenge Anneka.
Right, whereabouts do you live? And I can give you a little pointer.
Oh, remember this lady? She helped us in Romania. Where were you sitting last time? I don't remember. At the front.
Oh, hello, we've got loads of stuff. Well, I've got blankets and quite a lot of cotton.
This is overwhelming, you know. You've just heard from Telecom Control that within 10 seconds of the appeal starting and the phone number being shown on the telly, They had 7,000 phone calls. That is quite extraordinary.
It's Data Weave of Leeds.
Oh, you helped us with Romania.
That's correct.
Oh, nice of you to phone in again.
Would you like hospital blankets this time? 2,000.
Very generous person. Evening.
I don't really know where to start. Mr. Brown from Luton's offered us blankets. A lady called Margaret Greaves has offered us a lady's bike just because she fancies Dave, and she must be mad. Oscar Muller has rung with dental equipment from a company called the Prima Instrument Company. Keeler Limited have called to offer medical equipment. Teaching aids at low cost have offered a selection of medical books. 5 infant resuscitators from East Healthcare. Regent Hospital Products can give surgical gloves. Leicester Office Equipment have offered tables, chairs and cupboards. There's a stationery company apparently called Satex. They can give writing paper, pens, sewing machines from Singer UK Limited. And then there's this one from Chief Superintendent Linley, who works for the Thames Valley Police at Oxford. And this is lovely. They've offered a dozen adult bicycles from their lost property department.
It's possible that we could get a bike here.
I'm calling from a company called Astel Scientific. We manufacture and supply laboratory and medical equipment.
Yeah.
We can get a package of equipment ready for you.
Bournemouth. Here we go. Southampton.
Oh, God.
Some soap and some clothes.
Got an old bicycle?
Clothes.
As long as it's new and it's clean.
Dawn from Amber International.
Dawn?
We have 2 field suction pumps if you're interested, keeping airways clear.
We've got loads and loads of bicycles, baby cloths, baby clothes. Sorry, it's terribly late, I can't read anymore. William Freeman Limited, they can give buckets, syringes and urinals. We can never have enough of those. An offer of garden rakes, forks, hoes and spades from Fiskars. The Nuffield Hospital in Plymouth can give bedside lockers and 20 trolleys. It's amazing.
Hello there. Good evening, Challenge Anneka.
Closed at Telecom Tower at midnight last night. It's impossible to know how many people called us or how many people indeed tried to call us. We reckon about 1 million. It was quite overwhelming. Although the phone lines there are closed, people are still frantically trying to get hold of their nearest local DHL depot. And that's where we're heading this morning. Then let's see how DHL Leicestershire are getting on. Goodness me! Hi! What on earth are these?
Catheters from Chesterfield.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah,
nice
Teflon.
moment to arrive.
Teflon coated.
Oh, very nice. What else has actually arrived here?
We've had a lot of gifts from the general public, masses of blankets, lots and lots of cotton clothing in very good condition, new clothing, buckets and so...
Oh, look at these bikes. These bikes are actually for the medical workers working at the refugee camps so they can get around the vast areas to visit people, isn't it?
Right. And the one over there in the corner was brought in this morning from Sheffield by a man with a limp who said he'd hurt his leg and he wasn't going to be riding it anymore, so it might as well go to Malawi. So I felt quite sorry for him, really.
Thank you very much indeed, man with a limp from Sheffield. We really appreciate that.
DHL Liverpool, Ron speaking.
Hello, DHL Maidstone, how can I help you?
DHL Newcastle, David speaking.
We've had a great response from all the regions. I'm now going through the medical directory Christian A gave me last night.
Hello.
Is that Fison's?
It is.
It's Anneka Rice here from the Challenge programme.
Oh, hello.
We're desperately in need of any medical equipment we can get hold of. We've also got some hospital beds from Hoskins Healthcare. So,
hello.
Hello.
UK.
Hi, it's Anneka Rice. I understand you do mosquito nets.
We do. How did you know about it?
Just coming into Halifax now. Isn't that lovely, Mark? Look at the spire.
Metalcraft, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Is that Metalcraft?
It is.
What do you specialise in?
Well, trolleys, cabinets.
Oh, trolleys and cabinets. That would do. This is the company that phoned in last night as a result of the appeal. And they've offered to donate us loads and loads of stuff. Hi there. This
Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
30 beds.
Beds, trolleys, screens, bedpan racks.
Whatever you want, really.
I don't know how we're going to get it into the truck.
Got some doing, I tell you that. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of kids, isn't there? I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Christian Aid is still ploughing through some of the thousands of offers of help that we've had. As Scullup Limited, they can supply a selection of medical instruments. Day's Medical Aids are going to give us crutches, backrests and wheelchairs. There's a company called Huntley Healthcare, fetal wellbeing monitors. Prestige Medical, sterilisers for instruments and syringes. We've got sterilising drums from Rastrick Engineering in West Yorkshire. And this is a very interesting one, someone actually called in to offer us their body. So thank you very much for that. We're not sure whether it's for medical research or recreational purposes. We'll let you know. We're actually waiting for a photograph even as we speak. Finally, at the end of a very, very long day, we've arrived at East Midlands Airport. Now, behind me is the kind of central distribution point. This is the biggest depot in the country, and it's to this point tonight, between 8 and 10, that the first loads, the first consignments are going to arrive from all the other depots from all over the UK. Let's go and take a look. Hello, Martina, hi. How are you?
I'm just completely bowled over, actually.
Right.
I'm amazed, and you sort of wish you could explain to all the refugees the way people in Britain obviously care about their situation.
It's now Friday morning. We've got exactly 12 hours before our cargo plane takes off. And here it is! Talk about arriving in style. We're just going to check up on it. Look, you can see the empty hold there, just waiting to take our freight. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
What a sight. I've never driven onto the tarmac before.
Morning.
That was quite a moment. This is it.
This is it. There's the hold.
Wow. So it's all accepted through here and loaded down on these trolley lines.
There'll be a
It's
high
exciting.
loader that just lifts the pallets up onto here.
And it's literally just you and Dave travelling out.
Just Dave and myself.
Oh, boy. Oh, I don't believe
This is where we're going to be spending the next 24 hours or so.
Dave, you're going to love it.
Down like that.
You and Doug very snugly sat upon that lovely, it's really springy, nice, comfy seat. Oh, Dave.
We'll have a party.
It's now midday on Friday. We're off to Heathrow to get our Swiss Air flight to Malawi, leaving Dave here with all this freight, which is now going to be loaded throughout the day onto the plane, which leaves at 11 o'clock at night. Thank you again to everyone who's responded to this appeal. And a big thank you to Daniel, too, who's written, Anneka, I know you didn't ask for teddies, but I want to send this one to a child in Malawi. Mummy wrote this as I'm only 5. So thank you to Daniel. Thank you to everyone. Next stop, Malawi. Travelling for about 7 hours. We changed flights at Zurich. We're now on another flight taking us to Johannesburg, and as we speak we're flying over Algeria. At Johannesburg we then have to get on another plane to Malawi, and then on another one to take us to the refugee camp. So we've now got another huge journey ahead of us. At the moment I'm sitting with Steve and Ingvar. Hi. Who, remember, part of the challenge was to actually dig this huge borehole to actually make a well so that the refugee camp could have water. There are our engineers who are coming out with us. How are you feeling?
Pretty tired now, yeah. It's been a long day, very long day.
Long day, and it's a very long journey now, isn't it? I hope you managed to get some sleep tonight.
Yes, that's right.
Dave, back at East Midlands Airport, he's just about to get on his freight plane, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to talk to him air to air once he gets going.
I'm just wondering whether you have a Mr. Dave Chapman on board.
Dave? Can you hear me, Dave?
Welcome to Malawi.
Hello.
I'm Anna Christian Aid.
Hi, nice to see you.
I meet the General Secretary of the Christian Council of Malawi, who's been working in the camps. This is Anneka Rice.
You're welcome, Malawi. And you've come at the right time when the weather is not very hot. In September, if you came in September, it would be terribly hot.
It's incredible flying over because it's so barren and dry.
Well, the drought's really having a terrible effect at the moment. Yeah. The Malawians are suffering as well as the refugees.
Right. We're now heading for the camp. Is this the main road that the refugees come across?
Yes, this is the main road from the turnoff, and it leads only to the camps. There are 300,000 refugees in the south, and they've had to open these new camps to accommodate the thousands that are coming in every month.
If, as we're hearing, there is such a lot of extra stuff that's been donated, it could be passed to some of the other camps.
If there's too much for this camp, then certainly it'll go to the other camp. And also the health centre is for everybody to use, not just the Mozambican refugees. You can see there's a borehole, that's a pump. This is the sort of pump that we might be putting in, and it's always women's work to collect water. The Malawians here have given up their land so that the refugees can actually live here. Even in good years, they can barely feed themselves, but in a year as dry as this, there's no chance the Malawians themselves are receiving food aid. It's amazing, isn't it beautiful?
This seems so incongruous in the middle of nothing. That was quite a journey, Emma. Well done. Hello.
My name is Martha Gunda.
Martha, I've heard all about you.
Oh, thank you. I'm a nurse midwife, and I work around here.
Great.
Yes.
We're just admiring the medical centre. It's unbelievable to come across this modern building in the middle of such nothing.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We are quite fortunate to have such a nice building. It's going to be an improvement to what we have already.
Can we have a look around?
Yes, sure.
This is the reception room where we will receive the mothers and they'll have their antenatal health education. And this is the postnatal ward.
It's amazing, all the detail with the doors and the windows and everything. But women who come here to have their babies are just women who are having real problems.
Yes, indeed, yes. Those who have no problems, they will deliver in the huts by the traditional birth attendants.
Right. So they're still finishing some work
here?
They are
still finishing up the electrical wires to be moved by solar.
Because presumably power is your biggest problem.
It is. We use hurricane lamps and paraffin.
Right.
That's what we are using, and this is just going to be something great for a bush like this one. Yes. And this room is the nurses' station.
Right.
And those are the cupboards for their equipment and drugs.
I mean, what's so lovely is that you're absolutely ready for us.
Yes.
When we bring along the equipment, we can immediately start to transfer it.
Oh, yes.
Good.
We are all prepared
How
for you.
exciting.
It is indeed.
Roll on tomorrow.
Yes.
I think the main thing now for us is to actually go and see the people we're doing this whole challenge for.
What's this? This will be mainly children who are so malnourished they need special feeding.
and they'll be brought in here.
So this is the emergency feeding
Yes,
centre?
and the children who are malnourished come in here with one of their parents to get a special powder called Lupani powder, which is a mixture of maize and oil and sugar. Sometimes it's fed 10 times a day, just to build up their strength. As you can see, some of the children are very ill. They come in here, as you can see, they're weighed here to see exactly how tiny they are.
So this poor child here, is that how a lot of children arrive?
Yes, yes, this would be typical. Then obviously you can see the effects of malnutrition. How old is this baby? She's 11 months old. And how much does she weigh?
4.6.
4.6 kilos. That's just a little over what an average newborn would be in Britain. And she's a year old.
And will she survive?
Yes, she will get stronger.
This one, she's not feeling well. This is kwashiorkor,
which is the disease of malnutrition.
Look at the flies on her, those open sores.
Yes.
That condition of her skin and her emaciated limbs, that's pure malnutrition.
It is pure malnutrition, and it's because of the conditions in Mozambique. She didn't have enough food there.
Some children have the swollen belly syndrome with malnutrition, and others are just so skinny.
Well, when they have the swollen belly, it's the classical sign of kwashiorkor, which is the main disease of malnutrition. And you get the swollen belly and the hair goes very grey, and when you see here it's going a bit yellow, then you know that that's one of the signs of kwashiorkor. And when they start getting very thin, it's when the body starts to digest itself. Nearly the end of our first day here, and we've only seen a tiny part of the camp so far. I don't think it's until tomorrow really that we're going to see the full scale of the problem here. I just hope that plane lands on time. Good morning. It's now 8:10. The plane's due in at 8:15, and I can tell you this is a really nerve-wracking moment. There it is!
Oh, sorry.
You're so deodorant. Well done. Well done. We asked you for 27 tonnes of relief aid. You actually sent 200 tonnes. It's unbelievable. The first 27 tonnes is on this freight plane, will be unloaded now. Another 100 tonnes are being shipped out by container by DHL. They'll be arriving at the camp within the next week or so. The rest, Christian Aid will distribute to trouble spots all over Africa, particularly Mozambique, which is where our refugees came from. loading is taking place over on the tarmac. One thing that a very vital piece of equipment has also arrived. This is our drilling equipment. Steve,
hello.
Your team.
Yeah, we're all ready.
Ready to get going.
Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive
working.
piece of equipment, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's outrageous.
Just looking forward to starting the hole now.
Terrific. So everything we can safely say is here now.
Yeah, we're all set to go.
Right then, we're all loaded up. Let's go.
It's nice spare wheel. Smells a bit.
Yeah. Let's get one of the pickups. We'll have to go back for some.
Oh dear.
Long faces in the camp, I'm afraid.
Very long faces and no spare.
No.
So what's the verdict?
They've just
gone
run
to
down
fix
to the nearest village, which has a tyre shop.
But it's unlikely to have this
Oh
sort of
yes,
tyre.
no, it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be. But this is Africa.
We've been stuck here for about 2 hours now. It's 5 o'clock, and this part of Africa, it gets dark very suddenly at about 5:30, so we're going to have to make the rest of the journey in the dark. We're going to arrive at the camp, it'll be pitch black, which means we won't be able to unload anything tonight. Well, I don't think there's any option but to leave the drill team behind.
You can do that.
Is that
That's all right.
I just can't think what
And
else
we know
we
where
can do.
to go and everything. So
Yeah,
then
I think we'll leave you here.
What time do we see you tomorrow morning?
Oh, we'll probably still be there when you get there tonight.
Okay, and tomorrow
Otherwise, see
morning
you
we'll-
first thing.
First thing,
Yeah.
daylight.
Yeah, daylight.
Okay, we'll be there.
Okay, let's get going. At 6 o'clock, when it gets dark. And you don't realise how dark the world can be when there's not a single light anywhere. Do they sort of go to bed early?
Yes, people tend to go to bed very early. They get up when the sun comes up and they go to bed basically when the sun goes down. So they'll be winding down right now.
What's up? Head.
You put that one right over there and the other one in the postnatal ward.
This is a box of petri dishes. What is in that room? Storeroom.
Well, the drilling rig eventually did arrive last night, and as you've just seen, they're starting to get all the equipment together. Very soon there's going to be the most fearful noise as they start boring for water. Behind me you can see day in the camp has started. Some of the newly arrived refugees have been given these poles which they now have to make their huts with. They're building a camp over there. And this whole area very shortly is going to be filled with new houses as far as the eye can see, right up beyond those hills. Because at 1 o'clock today, 1,500 more refugees are due to arrive, and that process happens 2 or 3 times a week. So you really can see why this water is so desperately, desperately important.
Side with it, yeah. Come down a bit, Imba.
What are we going to see? Is it going to be
a
like...
lot of dust.
A lot of dust, so clear the area.
Hopefully you'll see a bit going into ground, and it won't stop until it hits the bottom.
Then water gushes out, it's like discovering oil or what?
Yes, yeah, it will
really?
be, yes.
Watch this
We'll let
space.
you know when we're close.
Let's look at this box. Oh yes, it's a microscope. Gentlemen, this is how a microscope looks like. Beautiful.
Quite an audience now, I think.
I've never had an audience like this before, I must admit. Yeah, it's incredible.
Ben here, who's the physical planner for the area, has got this amazing map that he's just brought out with a couple of paperweights on the roof, as you can see. But what's good about the map is you can see clearly the areas we're working in. This is our refugee camp here. Just here is the medical centre, and you can see very clearly what a huge area it has to serve. And as well as that, this is another refugee camp there and another one below. So the whole area is actually 80,000 people.
80,000 people
How big
over
is
a
it?
distance of 20 kilometers or so.
20 kilometres.
Now for the health services, there's one important thing. The health center, which is provided here, covers a population of something like 50 to 60,000 people. And it's definitely planned to serve the local population beyond the time of the refugees.
So the health centre has a life beyond this refugee problem?
Sure, it will have.
3 times a week, this place buzzes with activity when the new influx of refugees arrive. Now, these refugees are still in this general sort of administration area. They've been here a few days, but why they're all rushed over excitedly is that they're hoping perhaps to meet up with relatives or their parents or their children who they might have lost touch with during the long journey from Mozambique to Malawi.
José Kasumba, Pedro Simbi, Alucia Almazia, João Tauro.
Fine, this is a chaotic scene here. This is the only doctor on the whole campsite.
Well, I'm the only doctor that's doing curative work in the district, yes, I am.
And why do you come here to greet the new refugees?
Well, we're basically involved in a process of screening them medically to make sure that they're in generally good health and if they have any acute medical problems that they can be dealt with.
And you do that right here and now?
No, they will be going to the reception shelter there. They will be spoken to. From there, they will walk through a foot bath because we've had cholera in the past, and then they will be sent for medical screening.
One of the biggest problems seems to be real trauma.
Well, I think it's hard, not knowing where you're going, where they're going to see people that are friendly to them. I think it's an unknown quantity, and it's physically stressful as well.
Yes. It's a family down here literally wearing food sacks tied round them. Clement, can you find out perhaps what their story is?
Have you been getting any food?
A bit of this and that, yes.
Why is your wife dressed like this?
She has nothing because the Renamo soldiers took everything, even our clothes.
It's literally all they have in the world.
Yes.
The cause of all this suffering is the bloody civil war that's been raging in Mozambique for many years between the Renamo troops and the government. There are terrible, terrible stories of the atrocities committed by the Renamo troops against the local population, and all the new arrivals here have their own story to tell.
They came to our village during the night. They raped the women and then took us back to their camp. They made us dig graves in the bush, and after we dug them, they made one of the boys get into one and lie down. He did, and they shot him.
What did she say?
They held her prisoner for a week. They raped her. She escaped in the night by pretending to need to pass urine. She just kept walking throughout the night.
And they've literally come from that situation straight here.
Yes. Hello?
The new arrivals stay in a transit area until they've had time to sort themselves out. The first priority for all of them is to build themselves a new home, and for that they're given 16 of these poles. Is the chief surveyor here at the camp, and it's his job to allocate the new arrivals with plots of land. How do you go about doing this?
When the refugees come, you can see each one is holding a card.
Yes.
My assistant surveyor, he takes each card and he gives a plot to each person entitled to a plot.
This is how all the villagers look when the huts are completed. They're spread over miles and miles. And bikes are literally the only way that medical assistants like René behind me can actually get round and see all the refugees, which is why we're so grateful you donated quite so many bikes.
This danger boxes for discarding of needles and the like.
This has been the most extraordinary day. I don't think I've ever seen so much equipment come out of lorries. As you can see, this is the postnatal room. It's already been completely transformed. They've put the beds up. They've even made the beds. They're not quite so organised over the other side. There's still a lot of packing cases and lights going up. I think that's part of the solar panelling system. Sewing machines, having a bit of trouble with those, making those work, but I promise you they'll all be up and running by tomorrow. Over on the other side of the medical unit, there's a lot of sweeping going on. There's boxes everywhere that haven't been sorted out. And our doctor is in complete chaos and a lot of shock at the moment.
I'm trying to get this flame photometer out.
What is that?
It's really for determining different minerals in the body, and it's super to have it. I guess you're better at this than I am. You've had more experience.
We spent a lot of time unpacking things.
Oh, I'm sure, but this is just a wonderful, wonderful gift. I am so grateful to the people of Great Britain for this wonderful donation. This is absolutely wonderful.
It was a bit like Aladdin's grotto, isn't it?
It's like Christmas. Christmas. Better than Christmas because it's for other people.
Hello. Hello. Can you say good evening, and I hope we're not disturbing them? Hello. The children often seem very scared of the cameras.
Yeah, they're just afraid of you. It's the first time to see a white man, see? And even these things, see?
Right. Hello.
Yeah.
How many children has she got?
She's got 6 children.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Tell her that must be very hard work. You can see that this camp is very well run. It's well structured and organised, and the people on the whole has happy smiling faces. They seem healthy and there is a sense of optimism. But it's easy to say that while supplies and aid are coming in. It's not difficult to imagine a scenario where that all dries up, the drought's getting worse, and if aid stops coming in, the whole situation here could really fall apart. And remember, this is just one of many, many camps like this in Malawi. Good morning. Well, the electricity isn't quite on yet, but it will be. They're really working on that now, because at 3 o'clock, we've just heard there's this kind of official delegation from the government of Malawi coming to officially accept all the contents of this building that you've donated. All the equipment, everything will be handing over to them, and of course all the doctors here. Now, this room might look pristine. This is the labour ward. It's been fully kitted out now. It's not the same story in other parts of the building. This actually is one of the most life-saving pieces of equipment that's been donated. It's a two-way radio, and what it means is that for the very first time, if there's an emergency, they can get in touch with the local hospital right away.
As long as it keeps going like this, we should be there about 2 o'clock this afternoon. But anything can happen at this stage.
Well, recognise some of these clothes. They're all yours. The Malawi Red Cross do the most brilliant job in distributing all the aid that comes in. The clothes are divided into piles, grown-ups, children's. They get buckets, towels, some blankets here, cups and saucers, more buckets, and food. They get a quota of salt, sugar, nuts, that looks like pulses, and this is flour. And that is what each refugee gets to start their new life here. And one skirt and tie them together. Yeah. So each person gets a sort of completed outfit. I see. I don't know who sent all this in, but thank you very much, and I can tell you it's all going to be very gratefully received. Martha, what do you think?
Beautiful.
What do you think? Hang on, we're going to check all the lights.
That is really fantastic.
Woo!
Yeah. Sure.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
What's your thing you're most pleased about today?
Well, we are most pleased with the improvement of our health service. I mean, we're going to give really effective care.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the moment, do you even have beds?
Not at all.
So just lie on the ground?
Yes.
Yeah. So this should make it much easier for you to...
Yes.
I wish we could see the first baby in one of the cribs.
And maybe with a photograph.
That would be lovely.
On behalf of the Malawi government, I would like all the donors to know that we are indeed most grateful to all the organizations who have generously come to our aid in this time of need. Of course, not forgetting Anneka Rice, who received a challenge from Christian Aid to equip this center, which as a result got an overwhelming response from the generous British public.
This has been a great week for us, and so it is really thrilling to us to know that all this equipment and kit that has come from the British people will be put to such safe use. Thank you very much for letting us come and be part of this project, and we wish you the very best of success and luck in the future. Thank you very much indeed, everybody.
If you'd like further information about helping Mozambican refugees, please write to Challenge Africa Fact Sheet, Christian Aid, Free Post, P.O. Box 100, London SE1 7YY.